the not at all racist.
No, not at all. No. Not a specific tourist stereotype at all.
From a certain country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of that certain country, we got to mention the trailer that came out this week.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, we'll save it for the crap. We'll try to save it for the crap show. We'll try to remember talking about it.
Oh, believe me.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
Excellent.
Was that
what else?
Robert Picardo?
Yeah, I was gonna say the another thing they really overdid in this movie is the level of like character actors that are in this movie. Like you've got Robert Picardo, you've got what's his name, the guy who plays Clamp, John Glover.
Yeah.
The guy who plays the fucking Dracula guy, he's like another character actor.
Yeah. I love that character.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to do this at all kind of guy. Like. Fucking A. I want to do the news. Here I am dressed as Dracula.
Yeah, dressed as Dracula doing
horror
serious news.
Oh, yeah. When he's doing, like, actual news reporting dressed as Dracula. Pretty fucking funny.
Why is there a guy dressed like Dracula on my news now?
Yeah, I don't know. Just like the evil billionaire thing that is going on in this corporation is just
To
crazy.
be fair, at this point, if we're paralleling, actual events.
Yeah.
To be fair, the billionaire character at this point still a joke. Still just a tabloid like laughingstock.
Yeah.
Hasn't gotten into politics and isn't trying to derail democracy.
Yeah. Well, actually, that guy in this movie is really not a bad guy.
Yeah, no, he's trying to do the right thing.
He seems like he's
just a pompous ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a narcissist. But then you've got Picardo, who's like basically his henchman.
Yeah.
He looks like sleaze,
I love like after he's like trapped up on the top floor with the female gremlin, and he's talking to Clamp on the phone. He's like, take some time off.
Yeah, half a day.
Yeah, as soon as the building's up and running.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use a half a day off.
That sounds good, sir. Half a day off. Yeah. I want to see this movie, Attack of the Octopus People.
Yeah.
I want to say they did that. Whatever this movie is, they did on like Mystery Science Theater at one point.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah.
It's got a different name.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't remember. And that movie's only from the 70s.
Yeah.
I think it was like 71. It looks like dog shit from the 50s.
Yeah, I just want to see the fucking tentacle man.
Yeah. I gotta tell you though, I really want horror host television back. I really, really want it. Joe Bob is fucking killing it.
Yeah, we're doing our own, like, we're not quite horror hosts. We're doing our own thing. Like, we're trying to get into that vibe, though,
Yeah, like, Joe Bob is killing it. I think Svengoolie is still, like, shambling his ass in front of a fucking camera.
I will
But, like, you can't even find that anywhere. It's not like fucking Me TV.
Yeah, because, like, it was such a local, like, thing. There were just, like, dozens of these people across the country.
Yeah.
Fucking host, every town had, like, a guy hosting the horror, like that SCTV sketch who did the fucking weather,
Yeah.
the rest of the week,
Yeah.
I really do wish there was more of that, man. I've always talked about how I grew up on fucking Morgus the Magnificent.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of that type of stuff.
It would be awesome, but we don't get it. Because the thing is, it's so niche, and because you've got so many options now, like, nobody's going to choose to watch that shit. Like, you used to watch it because you had limited options.
Yeah.
It was like you were either watching this or the news or the test screen on a dead channel.
Yeah, because it's like late night. There's nothing else on. And,
yeah.
This is a weird-ass movie. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, but you don't have that anymore. And I think it's like nobody is charismatic enough to really pull it off for regular television. I mean, like I said, you've got Joe Bob, but Joe Bob is streaming. Joe Bob is definitely not for everybody.
I was going to say, I love that show. I hate being like a follower of the social media because every week every Friday it's just like right after as soon as the show starts it's people complaining like fucking this movie sucks. Like I guess they did an animated show like 2 weeks ago like
they did
complaining about that.
I just found out that they started like a second half of the last season. I thought they just ran a short season.
Yeah,
no, they did a half, took a break, and then started the second half. So I canceled my fucking AMC Plus membership after
Not
it.
realizing,
It's
yeah.
like, fuck. Yeah, they did Perfect Blue as like their season finale, I think it was. Like, that's a fucking great movie.
They did Mad God too. Like, I know people were pissed off about that.
I don't know why people watch that and go like, he's gonna show an excellent fucking movie.
Yeah, no, it's gonna show trash. Like, this is what the show is about. Like,
You will get a great fucking movie, but it's 90% trash.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be. It's the drive-in. Like, it's in the rules.
Yeah.
Fucking
like,
Christopher Lee. How great is he?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I love his character in this.
Yeah, she fucking blows it. Yeah, sneezes and blows her nose.
Yeah,
Can I have that?
Yeah. I'm supposed to get the flu this week. I've already got rabies. I saw a great Christopher Lee meme the other day. I almost shared it with the group, and I didn't. But it was like, it was like this. It was the like Anakin and like Padme, like, you know, template meme with the 4 panels of their faces.
Yeah.
And like the first one, it says like, you know, Christopher Lee, and it's Anakin is like, you know, people don't scream when they you know, when they get stabbed, and then like, you know, it's the Padme face like saying like, you know, oh, you know that from being in movies, right? And like it's just
right?
the Anakin face is just silent.
Christopher Lee was a bad man, apparently.
He's one of the, you know, models for James Bond. Fucking
yeah. And that's the thing is like, I'm sure to a degree, some of his stories are real.
Yeah.
But I bet you a lot of it is embellished. Like a lot.
Whatever. He's dead now. When he was still alive at his age, I wouldn't have challenged him on it because I'm not sure he couldn't have taken me. Like,
yeah. I don't want to get stabbed.
Yeah. He's 90-something. I'm still afraid. Yeah.
I got to tell you, though, as cool as it is that he put out a power metal album, couple of power metal albums, they were bad. They were trash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just like him talking over like...
More or less.
Yeah, over
it was
like
like
music.
spoken word over power metal instruments.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's Saruman. Come on.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. Did you ever wonder as a kid and now as an adult why all the Mogwais that come out of Gizmo are fucking evil?
Yeah. Why aren't there any good ones?
Like, yeah, like there's never one that's like Gizmo. They're all shitheads.
I've also, like, this is maybe a little bit dark, but whatever. I may be a little bit screwed up. Like, why none of these gremlins have ever, like, tried to force feed him after midnight? Like, to see what would happen, like, when Gizmo turns into a gremlin?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, would he retain some of his, like... Excuse me. Would he retain some of his, like, innocence and be, like, a nice, maybe just, like, kind of goofy gremlin? Or would he be a fucking shitbag like the rest of them? I don't know.
This side note, this whole show, Donner's just been under the table instead of in his chair.
Yeah.
Gnawing on a pig ear.
Maybe that's the trick. Is that the secret?
Not
Maybe.
Audible, though. It's been completely silent.
When we stop talking, we can hear it. It's probably not on mic, but you just hear like crunch.
Right.
Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Crunch.
Whatever. He's being a good boy.
Yeah.
Is that guy in your IMDb?
He is not.
The delivery guy?
Yeah.
Is that the dude from Breaking Bad? Like the first major drug dealer guy?
Oh, Tuco?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see if
fucking
we can
looks like
find
him.
out. Yeah, let's see if we can find out.
Yeah, we're going to do that right now.
I don't want top cast. I want like all cast.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we need. I don't remember his damn name.
Hey, I'm just looking for like messenger.
Oh, yeah. That's probably a good way to do it.
Manager.
No.
Chat's off the rails, by
Messenger.
the way. Just throwing it out
I
there.
think that is him. Good call, man.
Yeah.
The chat's off the rails.
Why?
Oh, yeah. We're all chatting. We're having a great time.
Who's in
Joe
there?
Bob is the only way to watch Howling 3 and finish the movie. Which I said as the resident werewolf aficionado, that's fair.
All right.
Who said that?
A new follower, Bad Gray Matter.
Oh,
That's
that's
Rob.
It's Rob. Yeah.
Hi, Rob.
And thank you for following.
Yeah, thanks for following. And then we have Frank Weller Wonder Hour, who commented for the first time, and it was just
Frank Welker Wonderwear. We follow them on Instagram and like Threads.
Well, they're here, and they want to talk about the Gremlins. Very clear.
Gremlins. Yeah.
Gremlins. We're here to talk about wrestling and Gremlins. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for checking out the show.
Yeah. Wrestling. Hard times, Daddy.
It's like butterscotch and blue cheese. I fucking love Dusty Rhodes. We're about to fall into a Dusty Rhodes hole, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was just a picture on the no context Dusty Instagram the other day that literally was no context, no fucking text or anything. Just like him in a Speedo, like
so
just fucking like. Yeah. I think he even had a beer, like yeah.
Of course he did. No drugs in his body, maybe just a little bit of whiskey, heart and soul. American dream, son of a plumber.
Oh.
Look at that shitty red toolbox that everybody's grandpa had.
You were assigned that toolbox if you were like an immigrant from Europe in the 30s. Like.
Yep. Here's your pasta-based name. Here's your red toolbox.
But as we were saying, that is Raymond Cruz from Breaking Bad, Tuco Salamanca, and Under Siege,
Jesus.
Training Day. I was just watching that a little earlier.
Great movies.
Really?
Yeah, I know you like to get wet.
Angel Dust, baby.
Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
He was in Mayans. Oh, good for him. Yeah, this dude's been in a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah. No shit.
But yeah, we're gonna go back to the main IMDb page for the movie.
Yes, we will. How goddamn cute is Gizmo? Jesus Christ.
Unrelated, you know they're bringing back Furby.
Are they really?
I mean, that's fairly related. They made a Gizmo Furby.
They did, yeah. Did you ever play the Gremlins 2 Nintendo game back in the day?
I did not.
It was fucking awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like an unbelievably good Nintendo game.
Yeah.
It was like a platformer, like kind of like an overhead, like 3/4 view, where you're Gizmo and like you're going through the building, like just defeating gremlins. Like there's like when they turn up the air conditioning, there's like an ice level, there's like a fire level, like there's a
oh shit.
You fight like the vegetable gremlin, you fight the electric gremlin, like and you get like different kinds of weapons. Like I remember one of them was like a matchstick that like lets you shoot fireballs. The best weapon was the bow and arrow with the paperclip and the rubber band and the pencil.
Yeah.
That one
when he's
was
in
awesome.
Rambo mode.
Yeah, you can get exploding arrows.
How fucking awesome is that? Like, okay, first of all,
survive war. You got to become war.
Again, why is Rambo being targeted to children? Again,
It's just a general like thing in the 80s.
it's just
of,
like nobody cared.
Yeah, R-rated movies with toy lines targeted to children.
Yeah.
Aliens, fucking
Aliens, RoboCop, fucking
Rambo.
RoboCop.
Platoon had a Nintendo game.
Yes,
for
it did,
Christ's sake.
and it was bad. Have you ever played it?
No.
Dude, it sucks. It sucks dick.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a very long time. A fucking awesome movie.
Yeah. The amount of stars that are in that, like, before they became huge,
yeah,
ridiculous.
Oh boy, how long are we into the show here?
You are 31 minutes.
Oh, we can definitely throw some ratings on then.
We can.
Yeah,
We don't have to.
I don't want it to roll.
Go
yeah,
wild.
To roll.
Don't rush it.
Derail the conversation.
Just let it ride, baby.
Any more comments to catch up with?
Let's see. I was told I have to cue card you guys. I mentioned so Rob is only recently followed because he finally got his account for the first time.
All
Why
right.
am I not putting a cam on myself?
Yeah, it's almost like somebody went through the trouble of setting that all up.
So I said that's okay. I controlled the chat for the whole show, and Rowan said you could say anything.
You can.
I said it's intoxicating.
I'm drunk with power.
Yes, literally. Yeah, and so then Rob asked me to turn the volume up because they're having trouble hearing, and I was like, all right, I can. It's
Hearing
deafening for me. Yeah. So the sacrifice I'm making is my hearing for the audience.
You can turn your
thank you for
headphones
that.
down.
Or
They
you-
don't need to know that.
Yeah,
It's deafening to me. So
He's
that they
producing.
Can hear.
Oh, yeah.
They need to know what I had to do to make it possible for them.
You need to know that there's pieces of equipment that I bought specifically
You mean
to
the
control
equipment
that.
that I used to turn it up for them? Yes, I know.
Yeah, and then the one on the
I know.
top will
I
turn
know.
the volume down.
I
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Can I just make it seem like I'm making a big sacrifice or something?
No, not here. You can't.
There's no altruism on this
No.
fucking podcast. No.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Put
Art
your
cam off.
put your martyrism away.
Back in the corner.
Yeah, you guys got me in trouble. That's what.
You cool with sitting in that chair? Or you want me to get you a cross? Like,
Do they have that? Can we do that?
We have to get Swing Low, Sweet Chariot back to one of the buttons.
days never ending. Monsters got me working.
Oh, Lord. No,
Don't read-
thank you, Arthur, for your sacrifice. We,
Yeah, we
we
appreciate it.
appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Um,
We appreciate not having to do that
yeah.
ourselves.
what else is there to say about this? It's fun.
It is
It's
fun.
a living cartoon. Like,
It really is.
yeah.
I just don't like how just like meta and up its own ass it is. Like,
Yeah,
It's
I could
too
do.
much.
I do a little less of that.
yeah,
The whole Hulk Hogan sequence, it doesn't need to be. I don't think at all. Like,
they could take it out for a digital streaming version
Yeah.
on a VHS or in the theater. I get it because you're just doing something different and trying to be more entertaining. It doesn't make sense for anybody now.
yeah, I do and don't like that they did the callback to Phoebe Cates' speech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really on the fence about it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I don't like that they had her do like something similar.
Yeah.
But I do like that they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like they just made it like a joke.
It's like
basically.
the darkest part of any movie in the fucking 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's like just weird and like she basically gets flashed by Abraham Lincoln.
Hey, fucking Gomez Adams.
I was gonna say, is that
goddamn-
John? I didn't notice that until today. Is that John Aston for
Fucking
Christ's
A,
sake?
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
The '60s Batman Riddler. Come on.
Yeah.
That one that isn't Frank Gorshin anyway.
Fucking Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean Astin's stepdad, I think.
I thought it was his real dad.
I don't know. I heard stepdad, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, all right.
It don't matter. None
Yeah.
of this matters.
What else? What else?
I don't know. Yeah, we can rate it. Oh man. It's a 7.5. I'd say 7.5.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, like I think if you can, I mean, if you're a horror fan, I can see why you're going to be upset at this. Like I said that earlier, because it's a very different tone than the first movie, where like that movie had funny parts to it, but it wasn't as like meta a comedy as this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this movie's fun as hell. It's just enjoyable. Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I'm gonna go maybe like. No, I'm gonna go 7.5 because like there's really like nothing.
It's like the sweet spot.
Like I'm trying to think of things I ding it on. Like you're right. Like it gets too meta. The effects, man,
They're great.
Yeah, top notch. Even for today, like you don't get effects as good as this.
Well, no, because it's all mostly real.
Practical, yeah.
There was a little bit of CGI in
The
this.
stuff, yeah, the stuff. Granted, like the stuff that isn't like practical looks a little wonky. Like
Yeah.
like fucking Gizmo, like walking on his own, like always
Yeah.
looks a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, it's
yeah,
great.
I mean, like
Creature designs were fun.
yeah,
That's the thing though. Is like it is kind of a scary movie that you can watch with your kids and not really feel like it's too much for them, and it's good starter horror for young kids,
yeah,
especially when you see like Mohawk, the really fucking gnarly Mogwai, like it's just unsettling enough for it to be like getting that point across without scarring the shit out of your kids.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right,
So you ready for some IMDb trivia?
let's do some trivia.
All right. There was quite a bit of trivia on this one, but I was able to parse out some nuggets. Yeah.
Switch
Some
to the
nugs.
Nick Cam.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Technology, baby.
Technology.
Uh,
All right. You can see me play on my phone while I try to get this stuff up here.
Well, that was going to happen no matter what cam we used.
yeah.
Yeah.
See our pretty bare snack shelf in the background.
It is barren.
I have thoughts on that for next week.
Yeah. Got a can of Goya garbanzo beans if you want those.
We can watch the beer fridge, is what Rob said.
Yeah.
Fridge cam?
Make some dynamite fucking hummus with that shit. Trust me.
Fridge cam.
Oh yeah, the beer cam. Just watch it slowly drain throughout the show. Like,
Right.
Womp womp. Nick Cam froze. Going back to Maine.
oh,
No.
there it is. It's
Hey.
We lasted 17 seconds.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. The uplifting end of the world's video scene was included by the filmmakers when they found out that one of the news networks actually had a video prepared to run in case of the end of the world.
Yeah, it's a CNN
Yeah,
thing.
CNN has a video for this purpose in its archives, and its staff are instructed to hold the video for release until the end of the world is confirmed. I really, really want to see it.
Yeah.
Somebody at CNN leak that, please. The opening aerial shot of New York City was stock footage from, I'm going to give you a guess, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right about that. That was like 88, so this is like 1990. Yeah.
Yeah. They just went, yoink. We paid for that helicopter once.
I will say I got like a little nostalgic for like 80s New York, man. Like 80s Times Square, like a little bit of danger and everything.
Little?
Yeah. Although I will say New York getting back to there a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's because I think all the cupcake shops are moving into like the ghetto, so they're pushing the ghetto back.
Yeah, everybody's moving to Brooklyn. Yeah, now
Yeah.
Manhattan's going down the tubes again.
Unlike the PG-rated predecessor, the Motion Picture Association of America rated this movie PG-13. Gremlins from 1984 is one of the movies that helped create the PG-13 rating, as it was too violent to be PG, but not violent enough for the R rating.
Yeah, that is true.
In the original script, Randall Peltzer was to return after the Gremlins were killed in the end and give Gizmo his newest invention, a wetsuit-like thing that would prevent Gizmo from getting wet again, therefore preventing any sort of gremlin problems in the future, provided it never ate after midnight. The scene was all set to shoot, but Hoyt Axton was available to shoot the scene. But the filmmakers figured out that the movie was already running too long, and they'd never used the scene anyway, so it was never shot. And I got to agree, the movie does run a little long.
Yeah, I was surprised because when I was getting ready to watch this, I'm like, oh, this is going to be no more than like 90, 95 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fucking $1.50, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It doesn't feel like a slog. Like
No,
I'm
it
not
moves,
like Jesus Christ, let it be over. It's not like a multiple ending kind of movie.
There's definitely stuff you could trim and cut out, though, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, look, Fireworks Guy is back.
Fireworks asshole.
Yeah, luckily
you know what?
Donna's exhausted from running around all day.
Preoccupied.
Yeah. He's got a pig ear. He was running around at a dog party all day, all afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, for like an hour. That's all afternoon.
When Sir Christopher Lee was cast in the movie, one of the first things he did was apologize to director Joe Dante for appearing in Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
It's stupid. I hate those movies.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Howling movies. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know. The character of Grandpa Fred was based on Al Lewis's character, Grandpa Munster, in the television series The Munsters. In the 1980s, Lewis, as Grandpa Munster, hosted a show on TBS called Super Scary Saturday, where he would show old monster movies just as Fred does in the movie.
I did not know that.
I did not either, and I wish I saw it.
Grandpa Al Lewis, man, fucking. You ever hear, like, he was at a Howard Stern rally. There's an audio clip of him saying, fuck the FCC.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's Grandpa Munster.
Yeah.
Fuck the FCC!
Yeah, that would have been back when he was doing, what the fuck show was it? He was on a TV show in the 90s, right? Like it was
Probably.
I think it ran against Boston Legal or something. Like it was based in a school or something. I think he was a teacher.
Maybe.
What the fuck was it? God damn it. I hate everything.
Anyway, God bless that pig ear, man.
Yeah.
These fireworks are going off. He hasn't made a sound.
Yeah. I'm going to go kill that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him with
Again,
violence.
I hate
It doesn't
you.
come through on the recording. Just
Good.
clear.
Yeah, I hate you, fireworks guy.
Yeah.
I fucking
You're
hate you.
a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Most of the scenes where Gizmo or the other Mogwai are on their own were filmed with double scale puppets.
Yeah, I could see that because there's like the close-up scenes where things you can tell are definitely larger than they should be. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big Mogwai puppet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need one of those.
Moving on. The original version of the movie was longer, but executive producer Steven Spielberg, after the first screening, claimed that there were too many gremlins and several scenes were cut as a result. So this is a shorter movie than intended.
See, like, I don't know. I could use more Gremlins. I could definitely use a shorter movie, though. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You know what I could have used? I could have used more of the smart gremlin scheming.
Yeah, because he really only has maybe like 3, maybe 4 scenes where he's actually like talking and doing stuff.
Yeah. If they showed him like plotting and going like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. Like that would have been cool and fun. But so I think he was a little underused and like the trade-off was you got more of the human drama, which is fine.
Again, yeah, nobody
like,
wants everybody's here for the Gremlins. Like,
yeah.
Rob points out the whole point of the movie is that there should be too many gremlins, and this is a man that only put a few minutes of shark in his shark movie.
That's true.
So
yeah, you don't
maybe
see a
he
shark
wasn't the
for
right
an
one to
hour
make
into the movie.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I said, yes, the second half of the movie should contain roughly 0 humans.
Yeah, but the thing is, the gremlin puppets worked.
that is also true. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where are we? When this movie made its debut on home video, the filmmakers altered the film breaking scene to make it seem as if the VCR had broken, and this time John Wayne forces the Gremlins to continue the movie, although voice impersonation was needed since Wayne had been dead since 1979. Wayne's son, Michael Wayne, recommended Chad Everett for the voice. Notably, a clip from Falling Hair features Bugs Bunny in a different cartoon gremlin appears in this film. So that's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
So did you know John Wayne's grandson is one of the body guys for the Mandalorian?
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean the body guys?
Because fucking what's his name does the voice. Pedro Pascal is mostly just the voice.
Oh, he's not actually on.
He's mostly he's like almost never in the suit.
Oh shit.
So it's one of 2 guys. This guy, one guy, I think his name's Lateef Crowder. The other guy is John Wayne's grandson.
That's badass.
Yeah, so that's why he really has that that swagger down, you know.
He's got that narrow hip walk.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Let's see. The scene where Gizmo dances to "I'm Ready" by Fats Domino was originally supposed to feature "Dancing with Myself" by Billy Idol. The filmmakers were unable to get permission to use the Idol song, so they found another song with the same beat.
No fucking way is my song gonna be in that movie.
By 90,
yeah,
he would have let it go.
Well, this is like Cradle of Love, so he's probably riding high off that, oh, I'm back on MTV, mate. Nobody talks to Billy Idol that way. I love that line in The Wedding Singer.
Oh man! All right, this is gonna be our last IMDb trivia fact for the evening. Tim Curry was considered for the voice of the Brain Gremlin, and that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen that. But again, they would have needed to flesh that role out more for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because
will...
you can't just give Tim Curry 2 fucking scenes.
Yeah,
you crazy.
Let him fucking chew the scenery up a little
Chew
bit.
it.
Yeah. Before we move on though, let's pardon me. Let's take a moment to expel some gas and check the chat.
We're going wild here.
I hear a lot of
sounds
typing.
like
There's a lot of typing. Yeah,
furious typing.
Listen, that's my role. I control that.
we're in a feud with some neo-Nazis right now.
Yeah, no. So we were discussing the ratio of humans and what would make movies better, and Rowan pointed out that Jaws 2 would be made better by a sexy girl shark with heavy makeup.
Yeah.
And I said new kink unlocked. And
Literally anything would make Jaws 2 a better movie.
So Rob said, what would make Jaws 3 better? And I replied, not being released. Although
No, what would have made that movie better is if they went with the original comedy pitch for that movie that it was supposed to be.
Jaws 3 was supposed to be a comedy?
Didn't we talk about this when Ken was on?
Maybe.
I don't know. We definitely talked about it on a podcast before. I don't know if it was this or the old show. Jaws 3 was originally supposed to be called Jaws 3 People Zero. And it was supposed to be a straight up fucking like harebrained comedy, like Naked Gun style like comedy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So they were trying to go the Texas Chainsaw Massacre route.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, and it morphed into this shark at a SeaWorld thing. Like, yeah.
So Rowan says comedy Jaws was a missed opportunity.
Yeah. I want to see that movie. Like
Might be able to find the script somewhere.
Oh, it's out there. Yeah, you can definitely get it. Yeah.
It's hilarious. I love that the ad we have on IMDb is age appropriate.
Yeah, it's for diapers, adult diapers.
For adult diapers. What the
Neither
hell?
of these people would be wearing diapers in real life either. I'm sorry. Like they have like these models on the like.
What the hell was that commercial that we kept getting on Tubi? Oh my god, it was like a fucking piss bucket or something.
Yeah, it was a piss bucket. Yeah.
Like a survival bunker piss bucket?
It was like a. It wasn't like a catheter type of thing, but it was something like.
Yeah. It was like a piss trough.
Yeah, it was like a piss bucket.
It was like, don't get out of your chair.
I forget what movie that was for, but the ad kept
hilarious.
popping up. Here's your piss trough.
Can I get Surly Duff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. How did I outpace you? What the fuck, man?
You're a raging alcoholic, whereas I'm
yeah.
just a normal one.
We will start off with director Joe Dante.
Oh, whoa. Did we move over to Better Known As?
Oh,
Yeah,
we did. Yeah. Oh, we got a soundbite for that.
I know you. I knew you. I knew you. But you ain't you.
The pig ear must be done because Donner's like
Yeah.
up and moving around now.
Yep.
Still good, though.
Yeah. I think he's gonna fuck off inside and probably pass out. He's had a long day.
Yeah.
We will move on to the Better Known As segment of the show, and of course start off with director Joe Dante. As the kids say these days, the man has some fucking bangers under his belt.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about him twice before.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go too deep into it because we have talked about him before. Lately, it looks like he's doing a lot of TV directing. Hawaii Five-0, MacGyver, Legends of Tomorrow, CSI, Masters of Horror. He's got 2 episodes. We mentioned Looney Tunes Back in Action last week. He directed that.
Yeah.
I need to see that just because I keep hearing that it's actually like a good movie, but you said it's not. Like,
When I saw it, I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe it is good, and I wasn't in the right headspace for it, but I remember distinctly thinking it sucked ass.
yeah. That movie is 20 years old somehow. He also directed Small Soldiers, which is 25 years old.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Saw
Small
that.
Soldiers, not only a good movie, also gave us the rodeo cheeseburger from Burger King.
Did it really?
That was a Small Soldiers like tie-in. Yeah.
Huh. I do love those.
They are fucking delicious. Yeah.
I had Burger King for lunch today.
Oh man, it's been a while. I could go for a Whopper right now. A little hungry. Anyway.
Don't get the fiery nuggets.
Yeah.
They're weird.
Same thing at McDonald's. I'm not a fan of the spicy chicken nuggets.
Well, the spicy chicken nuggets that Burger King had like a couple years ago
Yeah.
were fucking awesome. Whatever they're doing to them now, there's like a weird like it's spicy, but it's also like sweet. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I ate like 3 of them. I was like, I'm done with this.
Like the McDonald's ones, it's a case of like, oh, you're just adding spice for the sake of adding spice. There's no actual flavor to the spice. Like,
oh no, the old style
Yeah.
Burger King ones were fucking nice.
oh man, yeah, no, I like spicy when there's flavor to it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want spice just for the sake of spice.
Uh-huh.
My spice and weirdness policy, weirdly enough, the same. I don't like weird for the sake of weird. Yeah.
So strange.
I hear Donner running around.
Yeah.
He's coming this way.
He's a coming.
What are you doing, buddy? Go lay in your chair. Anyway, he directed the movie Matinee in 1993 with John Goodman. That's actually a really good movie. Did not see that up until like maybe in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Really, really good movie. Of course, he directed this. He directed 5 episodes of Erie, Indiana, which was an NBC show.
I never actually watched that.
Yeah, I never got into that when it was on. Like, I people have like an affinity for it. I hear people like
It's a
see people talk about it online.
it's a
quite bit.
spooky kid thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you watch like Goosebumps or whatever when you were a kid, like it's that type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
he directed The Burbs with Tom Hanks in 1989. Another fucking 80s classic, Inner Space, 1987. He directed the first Gremlins, of course. He directed 2 episodes of Police Squad, which is very near and dear to my heart. If you don't know what that is the TV show that The Naked Gun was based on.
If you know the show at all, you know that we love The Naked Gun.
Yeah. We're not. I promise you, we will not go into a Naked Gun clip hole right now. Although I very well could.
Yeah.
He directed The Howling, which we mentioned a little while ago as not a movie
One of
we
the best
enjoy.
movies.
Yeah. Arthur's a fan. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not good.
He is the uncredited director of Rock and Roll High School in 1979.
This movie is so bad.
So bad, but god damn it, I love it.
it.
Yeah. Hey, anybody want to order some pizza? Fucking Ramones, like.
Fucking Joey Ramone.
He's
He's the weirdest looking human.
Yeah. Like punk Nosferatu, I guess is the only like way you can describe him. Like,
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
Fairly accurate.
no, it sounds. You think it would be amazing, but it's not. It's like the worst like qualities of each one. Like,
Oh dear.
yeah.
Erie, Indiana has been described as Baby X-Files, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
could
trying to
definitely see
clarify:
that.
is that the predecessor or like for children?
That would have been the predecessor
Like-
because it was 91.
Yeah, no, like X-Files for like teens, because I think it was about like a kid who's like investigating weird shit where
Oh,
he lived. In
yeah.
Indiana.
So yeah, both predecessor and for children because
Yeah.
it's the same
Yeah.
premise but for kids. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, so.
He also directed Piranha in 1978, and his first film was Hollywood Boulevard in 1976.
Oh.
We mentioned Chuck Jones earlier in the show, a legend, to say the very least, in the
Animation Nation.
animation world.
Mhm.
Pardon me. I mean, like you literally can't go through all these because he has 380 directing credits.
Yeah.
But I mean, just legendary Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies cartoons.
Yeah, I think he did a lot of the Marvin the Martian stuff.
Yeah, he did like the one where it's like Bugs Bunny and the vampire. You're like, I am a
Oh, yeah.
vampire. I am an umpire.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah, he directed Daffy Duck's Quackbusters. I loved that when I was a kid.
Oh, that was fun.
That's got that song from Mel Torme, Monsters Lead Such Interesting Lives. Yeah, I mean, just all those like 80s like Looney Tunes movies. Daffy Duck's Fantasy Island, I watched that a lot when I was a kid too. Duck Dodgers.
Yeah. Oh, those are in the 24th and a half century.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny in space. Yeah, I like the man is a fucking legend. And
Oh, he directed Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Ricky Tikki Tavi. I remember reading that a lot when I was a kid in the library.
I think I read it once, but I watched the cartoon like a fuckload as a kid.
I honestly did not want to go into like his credits, but there's so much to like
Yeah.
to dig into the Roadrunner show. Like like a lot of the Roadrunner Coyote stuff is him too, I believe.
Yeah.
Porky Pig show.
It's ridiculous. Like an absurd amount of cartoons.
Yeah, Transylvania 65000. That's the one with the Bugs Bunny and the vampire. Which is like there's like a bunch of sound clips from that in the Gorillaz' first album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll move on to our star, Zach Galligan. We talked about him when we did the first Gremlins movie. He really probably is best well known for being Billy from the Gremlins movies.
Yeah.
He's in the first 2 Waxwork movies from the 80s.
Well, he's in the Gremlins cartoon.
Yeah, the one that just came out.
Yeah.
A couple of the people actually are. do voices in that cartoon that just came out.
Oh, really?
He does. What's her name? Does Marla does also? Marla. I forget what her name is, but we'll get there. Luckily,
it's it's right there.
Let's see. Anything else worth mentioning? Probably
Hatchet
not.
3.
Hatchet 3. I've never seen any of those Hatchet movies.
They're not that great.
Yeah.
I love Kane Hodder. Like, I loved him to death, but Jesus Christ, those are not good.
I hear Art laughing back there, so chat's got to be good.
Yeah.
We're just talking about the comparison of 380 credits to your name in any field is impressive, and it'd be sad if you weren't number one. And I compared it to serial murder. I was like, at some point you stop counting. There's probably more. We just don't know.
Oh man.
The highest count that I can think of is probably what the fuck's his name?
H.H. Holmes?
No, Gary
For sure,
Ridgway.
talking about not directing.
Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer.
Yeah.
His count was up in the 80s.
No shit.
Yeah. That offhand, that's the highest one I can think of.
All right. Anyway, he was in an episode of Pacific Blue, which is a classic USA TV show.
Fucking A. Bike Cops.
Bike Cops, yeah. He was in one of the Warlock sequels, Warlock the Armageddon.
He is still missing. They
They
found
finally
his
found
body.
his body, yeah.
No,
yeah.
they found a body. It wasn't his.
No, that they confirmed it was him.
Just
Yeah,
recently?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last week or something, I saw
They
his
found a
son.
body, but it wasn't his.
No, they confirmed that it was him.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It was very sad for
Yeah, no, like...
Julian Sands fans.
He was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt. There's a couple people who are in episodes of Tales from the Crypt. This is a first for us. None of them have been in episodes that have come up before.
Really?
Yeah. All of them involve like people cheating on their wives or husbands. Though.
Well, yeah, it's Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. What one was he in?
Tales from the Crypt, realistically, is Murdered Because of Adultery, the television show.
Yeah. Strung. This is an aging puppeteer suspects his much younger wife has a lover. I don't remember that one specifically.
I do. Not a whole lot, but I've seen almost all the fucking episodes of this.
Yeah, I had to have seen it at some point. Let's see. Back to Zach Galligan. Anything else worth mentioning? Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth.
Was bad.
Yeah, we mentioned the Waxwork movies. He was in The Hitchhiker, the TV show, the Twilight Zone knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else really worth mentioning? Nope. His first episode was an ABC after-school special. I defy you to pronounce that last name. Greg
Sarkoopoulos.
Sarkoopoulos.
Scaropoulos. It's Scaropoulos.
Greg Scaropoulos.
Yeah.
The fuck was
That's
this
a
about?
fucking name.
A very delicate
Freak.
matter. Very delicate matter. I'm going to say this is about abortion. Oh, nope. Teenage girl is shocked when a former boyfriend tells her he has gonorrhea.
What?
Yeah. Not only did she get tested, she must tell her current boyfriend to get tested as well.
A treatable disease?
Yeah.
It was an after-school special. It's, it's teens.
Hey,
It's like...
you know why your dick's been on fire lately?
This isn't like kids where it's AIDS or something,
Yeah, but it's also 1982.
Oh, that's fair. Pre-AIDS.
This is back when it was everybody you kiss, you're kissing whoever they kissed.
That's what's fun about it.
There's a very frank conversation to be had there, and it's almost like we have a sound bite.
I don't know. Which one?
The chode one.
Oh, my God.
By the way, I have a chode.
I didn't even think about it. Also,
I wore a lot of fluid in my college days. Yeah. that
also
one.
applicable.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Love that private dick.
Well, kids, don't get gonorrhea.
Yeah.
The
drip.
They call it the clap because they actually clapped your dick in between two fucking 2x4s to get the shit to shoot out.
That's nasty.
So nasty. Oh, anyway, he was in Seventh Heaven. One episode of that.
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. Chicken Soup for the Soul,
Fuck that.
Star Trek Voyager, The Fuck Boat, The Next Wave, 1998. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. We were here already.
We've done this.
Yeah.
We went all the way through.
We went all the way through his credits. Next up, Phoebe Cates. We talked about her also.
Cute as a button.
Yeah, absolutely adorable. She's probably most well known for Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, these movies as well. She was also in. I don't know where I'm going with that.
No,
I hear Art laughing again. Yeah, what's going on in chat?
Oh my god! So we were talking about movies that we unapologetically love. So Hellraiser 3 is garbage, and we unapologetically love it.
No, I don't.
Same with Critters 3. Fucking awful, but watch it whenever it's available. Critters 3 has a young Leo DiCaprio,
It was
which
his
I
first
pointed
movie.
out. Young Leo before the fame and misogyny. We didn't know him then. Maybe the fame of Critters 3 went to his head. And that's when I started dying. That's what ruined him, is Critters 3.
Breakout role on Critters 3. I will say I saw a newer preview for Killers of the Flower Moon last night.
It looks so fucking good.
I cannot wait to see that. Why is it not coming out until October?
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see that movie like today.
Yeah.
It was like a much longer trailer. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see
I haven't
that
seen the
movie.
new trailer, but I will be watching it.
We're going to move right along. Next up, we have Howie Mandel, who we also talked about. He's the voice of Gizmo. I mean, he's probably most well known for being Howie Mandel, stand-up comic.
I think one of my favorite Howie Mandel moments is he was on the Howard Stern Show. And do you remember when you used to watch the Howard Stern Show on television? On E?
On E or on CBS on Saturday nights?
Yeah. So he was on one episode, and they brought in a guy who had just like an enormous schlong.
Right.
Okay, so, like you do on the Howard Stern Show. And so the guy, whips his dick out and he's like windmilling it. Like it's cartoonish.
Yeah.
And then his segment is over and he leaves. And Howie Mandel goes, he touched the doorknob. I can't leave.
He is a famous, over-the-top germaphobe.
Yeah.
There was a show they did on Comedy Central for a while that was fucking awesome. It was called, oh my god.
It was Kill the Fireworks guy?
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
July 15th. Fuck yourself.
Yeah. Party's over, bro.
Yeah.
With the fireworks. Fuck yourself.
It's called I Can't Believe This Is Happening.
And
Yeah. And it was stand-up comics, and every week they would just have instead of doing a comedy set, they would come out and tell a story.
Yeah.
It was about a certain theme. And he did one. Well, he came out and did one, but the show was set in a strip club. It wasn't a comedy club where they did it from.
Yep.
It was a strip club, and he was all free. He actually stopped in the middle of his story to talk about how freaked out he was that there's a fucking stripper pole behind him with fingerprints on it and stuff. He's like look at it. He's like, I can see smudges and
That's not from fingers.
yeah.
Snail trail.
Just grab it onto that pole with something else.
Yeah. This is not happening. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah. There were a lot of really good. Joey Diaz did one on there.
Yeah. There's a lot of great stories on that show.
I think Tom Segura did one. I think Joe Rogan did one.
Artie Lang did one talking about
Artie Lang
shitting
did.
his pants.
Yeah. Dan Cummins did one.
Yeah.
That was really good. Oh, one of the most egregious self-referential things in this movie was the critique of Gremlins.
Oh, with Leonard Maltin. Yeah.
Come on. What? Why is that even in there?
That's one of the things I think you can cut in this movie. And make it a better
100%.
movie. Again, I think any movie that we do on this show should be no more than 95 minutes. Really, that's.
Realistically, yeah. Unless we're doing one that's more drama.
Yeah.
When we did Bram Stoker's Dracula.
That I could see being a longer movie, sure. But your average
Fucking
run-of-the-mill
Gremlins 2.
monster movie, 95 minutes. That's 90 minutes for the movie, 5 minutes for credits. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are talking. Oh, Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah, we've done him before. He's most known for being Howie Mandel. He's the voice of Gizmo.
Mm-hmm.
He did the voice in Bobby's World for however long that show was on.
Too long.
Yeah, which is a while. That used to be on again. I think I mentioned this last time. In my senior year of high school, I had senior lounge first 2 periods of the day and last 2 periods of the day. The only reason I had that was because I didn't have a license, so I couldn't just leave.
Yeah.
So I would sit there for 2 periods and just watch TV and eat breakfast and on a couch in our senior lounge. And Bobby's World and Samurai Pizza Cats were the things that were always on when I was there. Yeah.
Samurai Pizza Cats. I mean, Bobby's World was fine, but it was a super little kids cartoon. But
yeah. I did not know until today that Tony Randall was the voice of the fucking brainy gremlin. He is, of course, most well known for being Felix Unger in The Odd Couple.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did a bunch of stuff on Conan O'Brien.
Fucking Travis Bickle.
Travis Bickle.
What?
Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Where he was playing Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, but it's Tony Randall.
That sounds insane.
It's 1996, so it's right in that sweet spot of Conan O'Brien just doing weird shit on TV in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll move on. John Glover, who played Clamp. Was it Donald Clamp? Daniel Clamp.
Daniel.
Yeah. He's been in some good movies as well. Still in stuff. What is he most well known as? He was Lionel Luthor in Smallville, Lex Luthor's father.
Mm-hmm.
He was in 145 episodes of that show.
That's too many episodes of that fucking show.
He was on Fear the Walking Dead recently. The Good Fight. He was in the first Shazam movie. The Good Wife he was on. The Blacklist. He was doing a lot of TV spots here and there. He was in Tron. All the recent Tron stuff. TV series, Evolution. He was on Heroes in 2009.
A lot of stuff that's just 1 or 2 episodes, though.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those oh, that guy. You've definitely seen him somewhere before.
Yeah.
You might not know his name, but you have seen his face. He played the devil on that show Brimstone. That was the late 90s.
I don't know that I saw that.
I remember my dad watching that show. He liked it a lot.
Yeah.
He was in the movie Payback with Mel Gibson in 1999, which is a really good movie. He was the Riddler in the new Batman Adventures and the Batman animated series. He showed up as the Riddler in the Superman animated series as well.
Mm-hmm.
He was also Dr. Jason Woodrue in Batman and Robin, the live-action movie, who is the Floronic Man in comics. But he was just Jason Woodrue in that movie. Again, the Riddler shows up. He is in the Mouth of Madness, 1994.
Perfection.
Awesome movie, yeah.
So good.
Such a good movie. Highly, highly recommend it. Sam Neill is awesome in it. It's very Lovecraftian, very testing the limits of sanity. It's crazy movie. So good.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
And there's a lot of people that have never seen it, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie. You got Sam Neill. It's a John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's Lovecraftian. Yeah. It's
we'll be doing some John Carpenter
one
next
of the
week.
rare good Lovecraftian movies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that that's rare.
I would.
No. I mean, give me a really bad one.
Give me a good one.
The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, The Void. The
Yeah.
Void was fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm hearing 3. There's a lot of about
Color Out of Space I thought was good.
Yep, Reanimator.
Reanimator.
Or are we talking ones that are Lovecraft-esque and not just
Lovecraft / Lovecraft ripoffs, not literal Lovecraft.
Yeah, the Necronomicon was good. That was kind of a short, anthology movie. I'm trying to think of bad ones.
I don't know. I just don't have a lot of good experiences with Lovecraft stuff,
There's not a lot of prominent ones, I will say. Yeah.
And I will say, in defense of Lovecraftian movies, I was thinking strictly Cthulhu and Elder God when I said that.
The only one I can really think of that's like that would have been Dagon, and Dagon sucked.
That's literally just came out. Dig on. It's not great, but I like it.
Yeah.
That's what Rob said.
He was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt, Undertaking Parlor. 4 boys find out the local undertaker and a pharmacist are in cahoots to murder rich locals and profit from their funerals.
I don't know that I know that one.
I kind of remember that. And the kids get trapped in like the funeral home, I think. Oh, fucking Short Round was in it. He must have been one of the kids, I'm going to say. Would have been like 90 something, so he would have been like a teenager probably.
No, because this was 90 and he's a goddamn adult.
Well, Temple of Doom was what, 84? And he Short Round in that? Like, so 6 years. He's probably a teenager. He's in Goonies in 86. He's still a kid in that.
Maybe.
Anyway, back to...
Is that the same guy?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? There was a 1991 version of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I did not know that.
Because it was a TV movie.
Yeah, that is a crazy fucking movie.
Yeah, it is.
He is in RoboCop 2 in 1990.
But
The Hitchhiker TV show shows up again. He's in Scrooge in 1988, man. I love that fucking movie. That is a really great Christmas movie. You've never seen Scrooge?
I have.
Oh, you were like looking at it like you didn't know what it was.
No, I was looking at the Chocolate War, and I was trying to remember if I watched that or read that book because I know it was a book.
Oh. Isn't that a fucking Roald Dahl book?
No. No, the Chocolate War. The one I'm thinking of is like, it's kids like trying. It. You know how like you had those like school sales where you sell chocolates. It was like based on one of those things.
I thought it was a Roald Dahl book.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because it didn't have any like weird shit in it.
Wasn't anything racist or weird in it. Yeah, no.
Yep, that's the one I was thinking of. I have read that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else? This man in 1986 and 1987 was in 2 episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
So we don't have a thing for that, do we?
Well, fix it.
Yeah.
Produce one. That works.
We do have a new sound effect on the board this week.
Wait,
do we?
what one?
Oh, you'll find it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know why. There's just a 45.
I saw it there. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put this on the board. Yeah.
Fuck it.
I forgot what I got rid of for that. Oh, the slide whistle, I think.
Oh, you got rid of the slide whistle?
Yeah. We still have the Boeing spring, but not the slide whistle.
It's been recommended we have a flash graphic with a zombified Jessica Fletcher head.
Ooh.
I'm cool with that.
I like it.
We need someone to animate that for us.
Like it.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as if we have some artistic friends who are currently in the chat who might be
literally at least 2 that are currently active in the chat. Yeah.
Could maybe do
the
something
Incredible
like
Shrinking
that for
Woman.
us.
Is that the one with Lily Tomlin? Yes,
Mhm.
I believe it is. Yep.
3. What am I talking
I watched that a lot when I was a kid. I have not seen that in a very long time. We are still on John Glover. That might be it.
That's it.
Yeah. He was in Annie Hall in 1977. I've never seen that movie. I want to see it just because like it's film like homework.
Yeah, just one of those like, I want to see it to say I saw it.
Yeah, I don't get Woody Allen at all. I don't understand the fascination. I don't enjoy his movies.
For me, like, his movies are in the same realm as the show Seinfeld for me, where there's really like nothing that happens, but it's revered just for what it is. It's not that I don't get Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I don't get why people love Seinfeld.
I love fucking Seinfeld. Like,
but why?
Because I don't know, it's hilarious. It makes me laugh. Like,
not me.
Yeah,
Must be generational.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. Robert Prosky, we mentioned him. He plays the is it Uncle Frank or Grandpa Frank?
Grandpa Frank.
Grandpa Frank.
He's nobody's fucking grandpa though.
Yeah. He passed away in 2008. But before that, he was on a lot of stuff. ER, The Practice. He was in the movie Death Smoochie with Robin Williams.
That's a dark ass movie.
Yeah. That was 2002. Jesus. Let's see. He was in the Dudley Do Right movie in 1999. Episode of Frasier, 96. He's in Dead Man Walking in 95 with Sean Penn and what's her name? Susan Sarandon. There we go.
Yeah.
I remember I had to watch that movie in high school. He was in the Scarlet Letter, the 90s steamy version with Demi Moore and Scary Oldman.
Demi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He was in the 90s version of Miracle on 34th Street. He is in Mrs. Doubtfire in 1993. Rudy, also in 1993.
Fucking A, Rudy.
Also in 1993, Last Action Hero. He's the projectionist at the theater.
Yep.
He's in the movie Hoffa with Jack Nicholson, 92. He's in an episode of Cheers. I believe he's Rebecca's father in that episode. That was 1992. 2 episodes of Coach. Gremlins 2, which of course we are currently talking about. He's in The Great Outdoors in 1998. Fucking
Amazing.
Classic John Candy
Amazing.
and Dan Aykroyd movie. And again, in 1987, he is in Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, farts.
That's got to be the Murder, She Wrote thing from now on.
I think you gotta flip them.
So farts, so shots and then farts. Got it.
Run it through for me.
Oh my god! All right, here we go. All I know is I was in the midst of typing a response on the chat, and I was like, "No, I heard it. They did it."
He's in The Natural in 1984, the Robert Redford baseball movie. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, he's in Thief in 1981 with James Caan. Fucking great movie. That is a movie I did not see until pandemic.
I don't know that I've ever even heard of it.
It was one of those ones like I've got to cross that off my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, like James Caan is like he's like a just like your average like 2-bit thief basically. Like he's just a guy that like when they're like the mob is like planning a hit, they call in on a hit like a heist. Yeah. They call him in. We just need a guy to steal some stuff. Like
this is like a specialist.
Yeah. Really fucking good movie. I highly recommend it. His first movie, 1970. Oh, it's TV movie, 1971. They've Killed President Lincoln. We're gonna move right on. Yeah. Next up, Robert Picardo. We mentioned him earlier. Like, just a character actor who is in a ton of shit.
One of my favorite Star Trek doctors.
He is just the Doctor. He was in like a lot of Star Trek stuff.
There he is.
All right, there we go. Wouldn't be a show without Donner screaming.
Donner's made his presence.
He was in 3 episodes of the recent Flash TV series. Thank you, buddy. He is in the Quantum Leap reboot currently on NBC.
I won't watch it.
There is it. It exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the original, but I'll probably check it
out. Okay, buddy.
Hey,
cool. He was on an episode of that show Mythic Quest in 2022. Donner, go lay in your chair, buddy. He was in Confess Fletch in 2022. I just watched that movie on a plane. Actually, a fucking really good movie.
Really?
Yeah, they tried to reboot the Fletch series with John Hamm as Fletch. It was good.
Wasn't Fletch like a book series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this hews like more to the books than like the Chevy Chase stuff did.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Moving on. Robert Picardo.
Donner's a fan of Robert Picardo.
Yeah.
That's what we just...
He is in 2 episodes of The Orville. He's in The Phantom Menace. Not the George Lucas movie, just something called The Phantom Menace from 2018.
That's weird.
Why would you call something that you're doing The Phantom Menace? There's already...
In 2018.
Yeah, famously a Phantom Menace. Like,
I don't know. It depends on what it is. Is it like a Star Wars related thing?
I doubt it. It looks...
I mean, the font...
He plays himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The day after suffering a miscarriage, a young couple attend their local Comic-Con.
Oh, that's probably not miserable.
Yeah, that's the real upbeat sounding.
Before you mentioned that, Rob said, let's name this after something disappointing.
Well, I guess
double
that ties
up
in
on
with
that.
the miscarriage theme. Like, yeah.
Like, let's double up on that. Not to make light of a very serious topic. Phantom Menace blows.
We're making light of a very serious topic.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, but you missed my punchline.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Let's see. Still on Robert Picardo.
Shockingly.
He was Harvey Dent in a Justice League action. I don't remember that one. TV series. He's in an episode of Lucifer. He was in Hail Caesar, the Coen Brothers movie in 2016.
That was such a disappointment.
Yeah, that was not one of their better movies.
All the trailers looked amazing for that.
I mean, you think the Coen Brothers, like 50s Hollywood, like that's a fucking
All the
formula.
people that are in it.
Oh, can we get Donner on the Nick cam right now?
Just like
Hold on.
going to town on his ear.
Yeah, just
Yeah, he's there. He's on it.
getting all up in there. You're on TV, buddy.
They've never seen him before. This is a good first.
They've seen like a brown blur like run by and knock over the
Oh,
lights.
they have an inside-out ear and everything's going on. All right.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
That drives me insane.
Yeah, you go. Smile, buddy. You're on TV.
Donner Cam.
You're on
Yeah.
candid camera.
I guess we can do Chris Cam because Nick is in it.
Yeah.
Why not? Until it freezes, anyway.
Yeah.
No, just Nick Cam freezes.
We mentioned Star Trek. He is in quite.
Get off the wire, you menace.
Yeah. He hasn't knocked over a light yet today. He's due. Go lay in your chair,
Yep.
buddy.
Wait, there he goes.
Yeah.
Donner, get over here.
Go lay in your chair. Good boy.
He actually is fine as long as I'm petting him.
I mean,
Don't-
everybody's fine when they're getting a little heavy pet. So.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, is that the Cum Dungeon movie? No, it's Don't
Excuse
Breathe.
me.
You've never seen Don't Breathe, the Cum Dungeon movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
The cum.
when you just say cum dungeon, I don't know what you mean.
It's a hell of a subtitle.
However, I do need to see the second one.
Yeah. I remember. I think I dug it. I know I've seen it. But they try to like make a hero out of the guy who operates a cum dungeon in the fucking first movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's a literal cum dungeon. He has a woman captive
Not a good
that he's
person.
trying to impregnate.
Oh, held
Weird.
message for a reason. Hold on.
Oh,
Somebody said
Before we stop,
Somebody said a bold
I
word.
gotta say allow. It is that the cum dungeon movie needs to be a sticker.
is that the cum dungeon movie?
Write that down.
Write it down.
Oh, I think that just became a sticker.
Is that the cum dungeon movie?
Yuck. Big dumb monsters. We're okay with the word dildo.
Is that the cum dungeon movie? He was in Atlas Shrugged too.
Why would they make a sequel to that?
I was just thinking.
Why did they
I
make
thought
the
you
first
said
one?
Two, T-O-O.
No.
The heavy sigh was even clearer.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention anything about that. We'll move on. We're still talking about Robert Picardo. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And you've been scrolling for like 10 minutes. We're
only in
2009.
2010.
Skipping things.
He was in an episode of Justified. We're finally getting to that Star Trek Doctor credit. Like,
Yeah, but that was
it's not even the main one.
that was Star Trek Online, which that game is bad.
He was in an episode of Chuck. He was in 26 episodes of Stargate Atlantis. 2 episodes of Smallville. A couple of flavors of CSI, I think, have shown up. Stargate SG-1, he shows up in for 7 episodes.
By the way, I'm almost positive that he's wearing a rug in this movie
Oh, yeah.
because he is fucking bald by like 1994.
He's the voice of Amazo in a couple of different Justice League cartoons. Looney Tunes Back in Action shows up again. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Donna Screaming and Yelling. Cow and
Yep.
Chicken. The 90s revival of The Outer Limits. Small Soldiers. This dude is like everywhere. Star Trek shows up again. Star Trek First Contact. He shows up in Dumb and Dumber, the TV series.
Oof. Was it the cartoon? Yeah.
Yes, the Saturday morning cartoon. He's in The Page Master in 1994.
That was a fun movie.
Never saw that. I was 15 when that came out, so I aged out. He's in Wagons East, also in 1994. He's in Revenge of the Nerds 4.
Nerds
I think
in
it was a
Love.
TV movie. Yeah, TV movie.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've seen 4.
Yeah,
It's
it was
really bad.
It was like a Fox TV movie.
Ooh.
I don't watch anything past 2. Even 2 is fucking stretch.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
don't even know if I've seen 3, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
3 was
not
the one at
great.
the beach, wasn't it?
No, it was 2.
Was 2 was at the resort?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 might have been a TV movie also.
Oh no, 3 was not a TV movie. 3 was their kids. It was like the next generation kind of
yeah,
thing.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He also shows up in an episode of Tales from the Crypt, Till Death Do We Part. I do remember this one, I believe. No, I'm sorry, not this one. There's another one that shows up. A young gigolo and excuse me. It took me a couple times to read this over and make sense of it. A young gigolo and husband of a female mobster begins an affair with a nightclub waitress, and the two plots, I'm reading that as it is, and the two plots to overthrow the gangster.
That whoever wrote that needs to go back to school, and that has John Stamos in it.
Yeah. I like because it sounds like they're talking about three different people there.
Yeah.
A young gigolo and a husband of a female mobster. Like, yeah, no. He's the same person.
Yeah.
Back to Robert Picardo. Shows up in a couple episodes of Home Improvement. Shows up in The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Hell yeah.
Also shows up in an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Also in the movie Matinee. He shows up in 3 episodes of the TV series Dinosaurs.
I miss how fucking crazy television used to be.
Yeah. Just let's put a live action show about dinosaurs. It's basically the Flintstones.
Yeah, it's Flintstones, it's Roseanne, it's like the Honeymooners.
Yeah.
I guess it's
people in dinosaur suits.
A little closer to Married with Children than you might think.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Family Guy-ish.
Yeah. I mean, they're all basically the same fucking show.
Yeah.
Just the details are different.
He was Coach Cutlip in 14 episodes of The Wonder Years. He shows up. He's the voice of
Johnny Cab
in Total Recall. He's also in The Burbs. 976 Evil he shows up in.
That movie's so bad. You ever watch that?
No, I have not.
Holy
What's his name
shit.
was in it? The dude who plays Evil Ed.
Yeah.
Anything else worth mentioning? Man Who Fell to Earth, 1987, 21 Jump Street. He's in Munchies. He's in Back to School, 1986. You can go for one of those appetizer sandwiches.
Sandwich?
Yeah, it's so good. Shows up in an episode of The Golden Girls. He's in Legend in 1985. That's a fucking... I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I don't know if it holds up.
Cuckoo.
Yeah.
It does and it doesn't. Like, it depends on what kind of mood you're in.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, like, cheesy kind of sword and sorcery movie,
that's your jam.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Let's see.
Again, Tim Curry.
Tim Curry is a big demonic-looking, devilish-looking demon.
What the hell they call him in that?
He's just like the evil one or something like that, isn't he?
No. He's got kind of a name. It's something like that.
Hold on, let's see. Darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in Robot Chicken they call him Big Horn Guy. Or maybe that was Family Guy.
He is in The Howling in 1981.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it there. Next up, Christopher Lee, who we have talked about at length on one of our lost episodes, the Dracula Horror Hammer one.
Yeah. What happened with that?
Horror of Dracula, something fucked up.
Was that our first?
That
one
was
we
our
were trying
first
to stream?
streaming. Yeah. Everything just shat
do
the
it
bed.
again.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't redo the magic.
Magic in a bottle, man. Like you can't recapture that shit.
Yep.
We won't go too far into him because he is just Christopher Lee. You know him. He's Saruman. He's Dracula.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. We will move on. Haviland Morris. She played Marla. I mentioned she was in 16 Candles. What other things of note has she been in? She's currently in the new Gremlins cartoon series, doing a voice there.
As a different character.
Yeah. The Good Wife, she shows up on As the World Turns, 3 episodes, Law & Order, Criminal Intent. The Baxter, isn't that like a movie with the guys from the state? I think a couple of them, like one of them directed it, and like a bunch of them are in it.
I don't know, but a lot of this TV that she's on is like middle-aged wine mom television.
Yeah, Law & Order Special Victims Unit, One Life to Live. She was in 74 episodes of that. Wow. She's the voice of Michelle Payne in the original Max Payne video game.
That's a
Homicide.
great fucking game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Wasn't that the first one with bullet time?
Yes. Yeah, we could like slow things down.
I don't know if it was the first one with it, but it was definitely the most prominent.
I'm pretty sure it was the first one. Homicide, Life on the Street, Sex in the City, original flavor, Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
She is in Home Alone 3.
Ew.
Yeah. Diagnosis murder, so she is helping old people solve murders. She's in Tales from the Dark Side in the 80s, in one episode of that. Family Ties. And of course, I mentioned 16 Candles. That was her second role. Up next, we have Dick Miller, another like legendary character actor in this movie.
Hell yeah.
We have mentioned him several times before. He's in the Terminator. He is in the first Gremlins. You know Dick Miller. He's Mr. Futterman in these movies.
Yeah.
He's just that guy who's just, you know him because he talks like this. You know him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's a grumpy old New York dude.
Yeah. Moving right along. Jackie Joseph was Mrs. Futterman. There's a reason I saved her.
Spank Bank.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
She did some voices in a pup named Scooby-Doo.
That could be why right there.
Yeah, that's why.
There's probably also a 1960s credit that is relevant.
Yeah, I believe so. She was in an episode of Full House, Police Academy. She's in 2 of the Police Academy movies. But in 1985, she is in Murder, She Wrote!
Oh.
That doesn't make any sense.
But
It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
We need
I'll
like a
get a better-
typewriter.
I know, but that's what I have available.
I understand.
It's somebody getting murdered and shitting themselves when they die. What's not to understand?
The bowels release.
Yeah, switch the fart with a typewriter, though, and I think we got something, you know? Listen, I'm responding to the chat and drinking terrible gin. What do you want from me?
What? You got gin over there?
Yeah, it's just disgusting. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Pass that over to Nick.
What is it?
It's gin.
No, I understand. It's fucking
Looks like
gin.
Somebody mixed it up in their fucking bathtub. Like,
It's from Flaviar, my
Yeah,
liquor club.
But why is it?
it's like urine
Yeah,
specimen.
why is it piss colored?
That's what it comes in, okay? If I
Who
had
came in it?
I've never seen gin that wasn't white, like clear.
I could tell you more about it if I had the little cards that came with it, but I don't.
This is the reason I saved her. She's the voice of Melody in
Oh,
the
that smells
original.
awful.
Ooh.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
Did they? I bet you that this got put into a whiskey barrel
Explain the color.
and some of the smell.
It's probably, aged in a different thing.
Yeah, fuck all that.
I mean, I'm going to drink it if you're not going to drink it.
Shut your mouth.
She's the voice of Melody in the original Josie and the Pussycats cartoons and the ones in outer space. That's why I saved her.
But keep going.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah. Keep going.
Hogan,
A little more.
Hogan's Heroes,
Heroes,
McHale's Navy,
That's what
F Troop, Wild Wild West, Dick Van Dyke Show, Danny Thomas,
uh-huh.
Andy Griffith, Danny Kaye,
Uh-huh.
Bob Newhart Show, Little Shop of Horrors.
There it is.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, the original Little Shop of Horrors, 1960. Playboy Penthouse, 1959. God damn. She's in King Creole with Elvis in 1958. That was her second role. Gedi Watanabe, he's the not at all racist, not at all stereotype Japanese tourist in this movie who is constantly taking pictures. He is, of course, probably most well-known as
Yeah, you got him mixed up with the other guy.
We were talking about Lee Hui Kwan earlier. I didn't get him mixed up. He is fucking Short Round and Data.
Yeah, but you were also saying it was him.
No, I wasn't talking about him.
Then why would he have come up?
Because we mentioned there's 2 people from 16 Candles in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, there was, what's her name, the woman who played the girlfriend, and then him. He's the other guy from 16 Candles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So then why were you talking about Short Round?
because he was in something with somebody else. He was in another movie that we were looking at. I'm like, oh, he was in this also.
Oh, then I misunderstood what you were talking about.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I thought you were saying that the guy from 16 Candles was Short Round. And I was like, no.
No.
That's-
No, he came up separately. He was just in somebody else's credits.
Okay.
That I noticed. I don't know.
Confusion solved then.
Yeah. He has also been in a ton of fucking movies, though. Notable movies. Trying to get through some of the recent stuff. He was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, 2008. A lot of voice work. Family Guy, Kim Possible, Kingdom Hearts. He was in an episode. Not Modern Family. Okay, nope. Gonna keep moving.
Model Family.
Yeah, he was in Two for the Money in 2005. That's actually a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
Al Pacino and Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey is like this dude who like he runs like a sports like betting like tip line.
Yeah.
And like Al Pacino like hires him to like move to like a bigger like operation, and like it was a pretty good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. More Scooby-Doo shows up. Jackie Chan Adventures, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Batman Beyond. 2 episodes of Rugrats. 2 episodes of The Simpsons. Home Improvement shows up quite a bit.
Yeah.
This tonight. He's in Armageddon in 1998.
Oh, weird. Playing an Asian tourist.
Mulan, 1998 also. The Weird Al Show, 1997. An episode of Seinfeld, 96. He's in That Thing You Do in 1996 also. Yeah, we're going to move on. He's in Gung Ho, too. That's right. Also another 80s classic comedy.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah. And the last person I have is Don and Dan Stanton. They're the 2 twin doctors there with Christopher Lee. I saved them because they're both in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, one played the guard, and the other one was like the T-1000.
The T-1000 turns into him, and that's actually not a like special effects shot where he turns around and he's staring at himself. No, it's the 2 of them, 2 twin brothers playing in that shot. That's the only reason I saved them.
Oh, shit.
And that will do it for the Better Known As. How's the chat going back there?
Oh, it's
popping
going
off, as they say.
We've been offered, we've been offered some mead for a Candyman watch party.
All right.
I don't remember the tie-in.
Who offered that up?
That was Rob.
All right.
And
because it's honey and there's bees.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I love that movie. That was
we could do the new one. We did talk about the new one. We didn't like specifically dedicate the episode to it.
I've been accused of dedicating this episode to stickers because I keep quoting you guys. Misquoting you guys.
Is that the Cum Dungeon movie?
Yeah. Dick BDM.
Yeah.
And then we love the schlock BDM. That was in reference to somebody saying, I haven't seen the new one about Candyman. But you could just...
Oh, the new one's fucking awesome.
Just watch the first one, unless you love schlock, other than the new one, about the classics. And I said, we love the schlock.
Yeah, I think it was episode 4 for us, the first Candyman.
Yeah, it was like really early, 4 or 5, something like that.
Well, then we'll do a new Candyman episode, and we're going to get meat out of it, so...
Excellent.
Yeah, that movie fucking rules.
My wife has seen no Candymans, so...
Oh, wow.
That's not okay.
Well, Rob said fly a black flag, and I said, as a public figure, I do not know what you mean. Elsewise, yo-ho, yo-ho.
Yar.
That's what Emily said, yar.
All right. Move on to the crapshoot.
To the crapshoot.
There it is.
Juicing his ass off back there, folks.
Hey, listen, I try.
Oh, man. Definitely. Oh, we mentioned something we wanted to talk about last week at our like very, 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 very late after party. I was like, oh crap, I forgot I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
The end of The Bear was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
The
spoiler alert.
Yeah, we'll definitely throw some spoilers down. Specifically for me, the character development that they fucking put into Richie.
Yeah.
Like last 3 episodes, like
he becomes like a human.
Yeah. Well, he becomes like his fucking like self-actualized like self, like
yeah,
you know. But yeah, there's that episode where he like goes off to like the fancy restaurant and like learns how to fucking do his job.
Finds his purpose.
Yeah. Just that end where he's fucking jamming along to like a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's just fucking just overjoyed because he has found what he loves to do. Like,
but that's the thing is like I love the character of Richie like through season 1 and season 2 because he's your lovable schmuck.
Yeah, he's the mook that everybody like knows. Yeah, like,
and then he evolves beyond that. Like that's what I'm loving about the show right now is like everybody starts as kind of a stereotype.
Yeah,
and then they more or less move on to like being a real person.
Yeah. It's
fucking awesome.
But, oh man, that show is so. And then like the scene where they're like Sugar and his mom and Carmi's mom shows up, won't go in.
Yeah.
And the brother-in-law is like, just go in. Like he
Yeah.
just doesn't get that. Like she's trying to tell him like, I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
she's trying to tell him like, I can't not be the focus of attention, basically, and it's breaking her heart. She knows it. Like
Yeah.
And like he's just like, oh, just go in. Like
She doesn't want because she doesn't want to steal the moment
yeah.
from them, and she knows that if she goes in there, she's gonna cause a scene. She knows that she's gonna draw attention away from them. It's their night.
Yeah, and like when he finally does get it, and he's at the table, like trying not to fucking cry his eyes out, like
Yeah.
telling his wife, like, you know, oh yeah, everything's fine. Like,
Yeah, your mom is here, but she knows she can't be here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really impactful.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really fucking well-written show.
Such a good show. I cannot recommend. Like I'm ready to watch it again now. Like now that it's over, I've watched like, because I watched the first season like right before it came back.
Yeah.
But I want to watch the whole thing now. Like you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Just take in the full arc.
yeah.
I do like it. I wish there was a little more. I would have liked like one or two more episodes, I think, in that season.
Yeah, I wanted more action, like with the restaurant, more of that story.
Yeah,
like, the restaurant open and running.
Just like really, like just complete it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I understand what they're doing. You know, like you're gonna want to stick around and watch season 3, which I still do. Like the way they ended it, it's fine. I want to watch more. If they put a little more of the restaurant like completed into it,
Yeah.
I would still be just as involved. But I would have had a little more resolution. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Another thing I mentioned that I really loved was that episode where what's his name? I forget his character's name, but he goes to like Denmark or whatever.
Yeah.
To learn how to like bake from the one dude, from the guy from Adam Warlock, fucking
Yeah.
and he's telling him the story about like how he got into cooking. He's like, oh, you know, I worked at this restaurant, and like, you know, this one day this guy started working there, and like I just wanted to keep up with him, and like. I just tried as hard as I could, and I couldn't keep up with him. Like, you know, he was just so good. And then, like, 2 or 3 episodes later,
you find out
he's talking about Carmi. Yeah, you see the picture of the two of them. Like, yeah. That I thought was like, holy fuck. That was
that whole segment I liked because it takes a lot of the tension off of, like, oh, what the fuck is his name?
Yeah, I feel so bad that I can't remember his name. He's one of the better characters, I think, in the show. Yeah.
The guy that he's on as like the baker. Because like when he's in the restaurant, it's just like he feels like he can never keep up, and he's always under this pressure, and the stuff with his mom is going on. But when he's over there, he's just finding his joy.
Yeah, and he's free of all that stuff. He doesn't have to worry about it while he's there.
You like seeing that because like he's free. Like he's just able to express himself and learn the way he wants to learn, and not under all this like crazy pressure.
Yeah,
it's just fucking good.
Such a good show.
How about that fucking Godzilla -1?
Yes, that's what we have. Oh man, I can't wait.
I know.
I love the design of Godzilla. I love the fact that this movie is set in post-war Japan.
The only thing I don't like is it feels like another reboot. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it is supposed to be. Is a reboot of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Which
whatever.
We've had one already.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, like we just had Shin Godzilla, which is like a reboot, but like it's a different setting. Like I don't know, I like it. I'm here for it.
Oh, I'm not trying to bash on it at all. But I think they instead of doing another reboot, they could have done something new and special.
Yeah.
But I'm still fucking crazy excited to see it.
Yeah,
Comes out. It hits America on my birthday.
And the prequel Oppenheimer comes out this week.
Have you seen the picture of the fucking reel? Like
it's 11 miles long.
It's fucking crazy.
It is enormous. Yeah, they keep showing pictures of
it barely fits on the fucking
on the film platter. And yeah.
I have a very important question from the chat.
Oh, let's hear it.
What is the BDM official position on Return of the Living Dead reboot being the foundation for a Living Dead universe a la the MCU?
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
That's not a thing that's happening?
Is that real?
I don't know.
Or is that a speculative?
The question was asked, and I thought it was important enough to bring up.
Who asked that?
I don't like it.
Rob. Who else would ask
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Google it is all he says. That's
No.
bullshit.
No, sir.
Leave
Do
that.
your
I don't
own
like it.
research.
Leave that movie the fuck alone.
Yeah.
That's
so we're
a
gonna
thing
go
that
to a
doesn't.
Return of the Living Dead reboot, and that's gonna launch a universe.
Light.
No, there does not need to be a remake of Return of the Living Dead. Like it doesn't.
Nor does
need
that
to happen.
need to launch the universe.
That is
I
horrible.
don't, need
need
that
to share
universe.
Yeah.
I don't need that universe.
What exists of that universe is the universe. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or make a new movie in it or whatever.
Yes,
but-
set a new movie in that universe. I don't want that movie is.
Return of the Living Dead is a moment in time. That is a snapshot.
I
It
feel
is-
like that was the answer, right?
That is a
the
like,
answer was fuck that.
Yeah,
a
fuck
perfect '80s horror movie in my fucking
Yes.
opinion.
that. Oh yeah.
I don't need that I don't need it touched at all.
I have a question for you.
Unanimous.
Do you want to party?
Because it's party time. Oh man, I fucking love that movie, and like, yeah, I don't want the, I don't want
so
a reboot. I don't want a shared universe.
I don't want
like,
anything with it. Leave it the
yeah.
fuck alone.
Yeah,
Reboot some stuff that's like trash, like really, really trash. That like they could have made awesome, but didn't have the funds, or they didn't. I don't know, have the proper technology to do it. You know, like
yeah.
I don't know, like
Mm.
fuck that, fuck that. I want
Let's
to talk about Godzilla some more.
Yeah, I really love the design of that monster.
Yeah, it's
New looking one.
it's familiar, but it's a little.
Changed
different,
just enough. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as drastic of a new monster as Shin Godzilla was. Realistically, I was hoping that the new Godzilla was going to be a sequel to Shin Godzilla,
Yeah,
because the way that left off, and you saw like the evolution, like with the like people all over the fucking back of it.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see where that picked up. But yeah, new stuff, I'm cool with it.
Let's see. I saw the new Mission Impossible last night. Say what you will about Tom Cruise, that man can fucking craft a spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, what was the last thing he was in that wasn't like a blockbuster action movie?
Yeah. When was the last time he was in like a quiet like drama? Like yeah. But yeah, like I am not like, I know I've seen all of these movies, but I in no way remember the lore of them or like the still overarching story. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of like, oh yeah, I remember that person from like being in another movie. And,
Right.
like, that person was definitely in another one of these. So like, you know, I don't have the full story, but I enjoyed the hell out of the fucking movie anyway. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's pretty self-contained. Like,
Well, because you're watching it for the spectacle, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. The action sequences are amazing. There's a car chase through Rome that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There is like a train action sequence in the end that's really awesome. Like, it can make a really, really awesome like blockbuster, like action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I appreciate those. They're just not. I don't know. It's just not what I want anymore.
Yeah, like it. As I'm watching it, like I'm like, why am I not more into these movies? Like they're fucking awesome. Like you got Simon Pegg in them. Like Ving
Yeah.
Rhames is awesome. Like,
Yeah, it's a spectacle, but
Yeah.
like, all right.
and it's like, you know, substance that I really dig. It's like James Bond type of stuff. It's doing James Bond better than like the James Bond movies are now.
Yeah.
But they're still just like not really on my radar that much, you know.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but they're really, really good. They somehow keep getting better too as the franchise goes on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think I stopped watching them at like 3.
Yeah.
And
I would say you've missed the best ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back. I don't. It's just. I'm never in the mood for like a fucking crazy action movie anymore.
Yeah, that I can see also. But it's of that movie that we don't get anymore. Like just that big dumb action movie. Like, you know,
Yeah.
So like, you know,
Well, realistically, you get them, but it's Mission Impossible or it's Fast and Furious. Like that's
well, yeah,
really
it's which
kinda
flavor
your
of
only-
it do you want? Yeah.
your kind of 2 options these days.
Yeah, yeah. So we have like The Rock. You know, he does movies like that. Well, yeah, like what, like Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What are they, 11?
Yes, 10 main ones, and then you have Hobbs and Shaw.
I'm good. I'm good on that. Watched Mask of the Phantasm last night. That was a fun
Oh,
romp
hell
through
yeah.
Fucking Batman Land. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to talk about that I had recently watched.
Yeah, I know we're gonna forget and like remember 10 things like after the second we're done with the show.
No, we're gonna click stop, and then it's like, oh yeah, that thing. Let's see. Just been plugging along on Diablo 4. Just hit level 30.
Yeah, I haven't played much games. I played some Zelda this week, but that's really about it.
Yeah. I know I watched something in the past couple of days. You know what I watched? We're All Going to the World's Fair.
What's that?
It's like a weird kind of suspensey horror movie on HBO.
Yeah,
the cover is like a girl with like glow in the dark paint on her face. She's holding up like a fake eye. Let me put it to you like this. I appreciate a slow burn.
Too slow?
There has to be a burn.
Yeah.
Like it's all slow and nothing really happens.
God.
Like it's like this this girl winds up playing this like online game. It's like a role playing like text based thing, and you find all these videos and stuff. It's not like an actual like game that you play. It's like a like solve the mystery kind of thing. So all this kind of weird stuff keeps happening, and she's like taking all these videos of herself doing this stuff, but like nothing happens with it. She winds up talking to this guy, and he's got a bunch of information about the game and all this shit that's happening, but like it's just a series of weird videos that she's watching, and then she winds up doing some weird shit.
All right.
But nothing resolves.
Yeah.
There's no moment
just
where
wasting
like,
time basically.
There's no moment where you're like, oh, this is fucking crazy. It's just like she does some things, he does some things, she goes a little nuts, and then she gets therapy at the end.
All right.
That's it. Movie's over, and I felt like I fucking wasted an hour and a half of my life. Was not pleased.
Been keeping up with Strange New Worlds, although I haven't watched the newest ep.
Mm-hmm.
Digging the new season.
Yeah. I don't know, like nothing really huge has been happening. Like the couple of trailers that have come out for new stuff. It's exciting.
There's a new trailer out for Voyage of the Demeter, Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, a new one?
Yeah. I can't wait
that first
to see
one
it.
looked sick as shit.
Yeah.
That it looks good.
They show in this one like it's only like a second long, but you get a more clear well, it's still a little obscured, but a better look, I would say, at what the Dracula like creature looks like.
Yeah.
And like he the body is very like way more bat like than I thought.
No shit.
Yeah, it looks really crazy. I'm hyped to see this movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
I think like
It's
next
gotta be
month.
soon, right?
Yeah, I think it's August. Pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to go to the fucking theaters.
Yeah.
Which I don't do.
We should probably do an episode for that, I would say.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm down with that. There's gonna be no trivia on it.
Yeah, no. Anything else worth mentioning?
No.
Video games, TV, movies.
No, I haven't really seen anything announced that's new that I'm really excited for.
Besides -1.
Well, yeah, but that I haven't talked about yet. That's pretty much it.
Might be a good place to wrap it up. Anything in chat before we head out?
Oh God, people want a Stephen King-averse, and they talked about how all of his books kind of do that already, but it kind of gets dropped in the adaptations, all the tie-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned I'd like a Xanthaverse.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, I mean, there is kind of a Stephen King verse in Castle Rock.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily tie everything in, but yeah. It ties a lot in.
Yeah. That's about it. They could have definitely done it in the Dark Tower, but they dropped the ball on that.
Fucked it up.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that they're still going to do a show. Which a show would be fucking badass, but
yeah,
I'm sure they'll find a way to fuck that all up.
Terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be the place to get out.
That's it. We're done here.
I think we're wrapping up, folks.
We're done. All right. So, as always, our website is www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com. If you have something you want to email us, suggestions for the show, beer suggestions, movie suggestions, hell, if you got an idea for a segment for the show, something like that, or criticism for the show, go for it. Email us at bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. We are on Slasher, the all horror social network. We are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast there. They just recently did an update, so everything's a little buggy, but better than it was before. The user interface is a little better. And occasionally we're on Steam. You can find us Big Dumb Monsters Podcast.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. We are now on Threads also at big_dumb_monsters. You can come check out our YouTube channel. Our handle is at Big Dumb Monsters. Be sure to subscribe, like some videos while you're there. You can also come check out our merch store at TeePublic. Come get some stuff there: T-shirts, tapestries, whatever you want, stickers, cups.
I'm here to inspect the tapestries.
This is a castle. You must have some tapestries.
We have problems.
Yeah. But we're going to get out of here. Before we do that, we have some words of wisdom.
Never let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
That's it. Bye-bye.